purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below. I was so close.
This podcast... whoops. Now
This podcast is brought to you by Couch Commentators Shop.
Help support the channel by purchasing...
This podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, our fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. Today I have Dan and Maddie Wait, hold on a second. I got James next to me.
Yeah, I'm transformed back.
Yeah, nice.
You do this good job where you can transform within 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen you, James. I feel like I haven't seen you at all. How you been, mate?
Yeah, look, I was pretty sick last week. Beautiful summer head cold.
Doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, those are rare.
No, it hit me at around lunchtime on the Monday, and I was pretty fucked for most of the week. But busy at work, so worked it all. Had to go out to Orange and stay over a night at Bathurst last week as well with the cold.
That would have been fun.
So,
you do a lap of the track, obviously.
lap of the track.
Yeah,
On the mile. Weekend pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Play some golf.
Pretty badly.
Dan, mate, how'd you go? Because I've got a feeling your golfing went a little bit better.
Look, my teammate's back was definitely very sore by the end of the day. Look, our friend Jimmy, he's very good at golf. So probably the best in our friends group. He carried me the whole day.
Maybe like second best to some, but
Yeah, other than golf, I've been chilling out, working, cleaning the house up because moving in 10 days.
Ooh, looking forward to that.
Yes.
Maybe a announcement on the card soon for us as well.
Ooh. Teaser.
My week, guys, I know you really wanted to know.
Nope, nobody else.
Yeah. I looked around the whole Minecraft world and no one asked.
Yeah, look, had a great weekend. I had a Christmas party, as you do, you rip and tear. Got to see Keefe, our dad, popped up for the weekend as well, and our mum. Shout out, Jules. We got to have beers with Keefe, so that was a good time. And then had to back up for golf. So I probably finished about, I'd say, the 2 a.m.s, 3 a.m.s, and then had about 2 hours sleep, straight into golf, pretty much. And the funniest part was parents are staying here. Mum pretty much wakes up when we're getting ready and goes, I feel like you've only been home for a little bit, Brandon. I'm like, yeah, it feels like that, don't you worry.
All right, Mum, I'm ready to get back on the beers.
I did soldier on and we got second place, Josh. Shout out him. Big carry from him. So.
Look, no one can beat me.
Yeah.
It's the first time ever I've come first in golf, so.
Elite at the golfing, Dan. Speaking of elite stuff, gentlemen, the betting. well, what does that say? We suck again. Shit. My horse did all right. I just didn't get out, and I was. Name was Prince Eric. I don't know if you see that, Dan. Shout out Eric.
I did not.
The cat.
Shout out Eric.
It came flying home, but got boxed when it tried to go out left, tried to go out right, and then finally got out, and just didn't have enough. But I'm guessing your horse is also...
I don't even think I watched my race.
Didn't do much.
Yeah.
Do much.
Did go around the track, I'm pretty sure. Once
Yeah.
or twice.
Yeah, it did finish that.
Yeah. Well, we hope.
It finished a lap, it just didn't go for the second one.
Unfortunately, Lucas couldn't go back-to-back. He got fourth place.
Cop that.
Other than that, we do promise, as usual, that we will try.
Right. I got scratched. I didn't finish the lap. I was trying to think. I was watching races all day. Why can't I remember my race? So guess who got a winner?
That's a win. We don't suck.
We don't suck.
And personally, I did back the winner in the race that I was scratched from. So I knew the race.
Yeah.
Live news right here. We don't suck, and now James is looking for back-to-back wins next week. So jump on board if you want to win. Gamble responsibly.
It might be back-to-back scratchings, but we take it. Yeah. It's money back.
It's money back.
Look, some may say I should have been more careful with the amount of rain Sydney was getting and betting at Sydney that early in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, we live and we learn. Okay, and now, actually, I'm gonna go to subscriber push before I go into the next part. I ask you every week, guys. We're up to like 87 million. We only need 13 more to get to Dan.
I think what's this episode 91?
91, so 9 episodes. It's doable. Just create a couple of accounts if you want. Help me out. Okay, now listen to questions, guys. The best part of the podcast brought to us by you. It's capital this week, so buckle in. All right. First one is from Ken. He asks, build your dream 5v5 Survivor Series elimination tag match team. My God.
I don't think we could do it all.
Yeah. That's
So we can't each do one, I think. Naming 10 different wrestlers each. It's going to take a bit.
I'm going to start it off. I reckon we do John Cena versus Randy Orton. Them two as captains of each team.
Okay. They're pretty goated on the...
Then I'll follow it up with The Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I'll take that.
I'm going to throw a couple of good / heels as well. I'm going to go with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
And then I'll also go my favorite wrestler, Eddie Guerrero.
I reckon, James, you go next two and I'll finish it off.
All right, so I feel like...
Wait, is that 1, 2, 3? Yeah, that's right.
All right, I'm stuck between The Undertaker and Kane. But you also need HBK. I'll go HBK.
You need another one for the other team. That's only 4v3.
Versus Triple H.
And I'll go your other answer, because that's
Yeah.
what I was going to go anyway. I'll go Undertaker and Kane.
Ooh, nice.
So, whichever team is which, then...
Yeah, you decide, and let us know who's going to win, or DM Dan about that one.
Shout out to Mick Foley. He probably just misses.
Look, I really wanted the Great Khali in there in the big show, like just face off. You know?
I want Mankind on one side and Dude Love on the other.
And then Mick Foley as ref.
Scrap
That's a WWE SmackDown versus Raw match right there.
Scrap the other match, we make that. PBL, sign it up. Okay. Now, great question, by the way. Next one is, again, it's from Ken. He asks, only one NRL player, past or present, to recruit to your OzTag team. Okay, all right. A couple of players come to mind. Dan, mate, who you thinking?
I'm going to go, just because I'm a thickie myself, and it'd be funny as, gorgeous Georgie Rose.
Your OzTag team. Wait. He'd be bringing money to that team, so that you have sponsors.
Yeah.
You're probably rocking up in a limo every week.
Free tickets to the fucking No Limit Boxing.
Hey yo, you'd probably like pay other players to then come to your team as well.
Exactly.
So like, I don't know. I think you might be onto something, James, mate.
Sean Johnson, I think, is the correct answer.
Look, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
A couple of other people that probably right up there with him as the correct answers, but Sean Johnson.
Yeah, you could go him, but though I don't mind the look at Prime Benji Marshall as well. It's pretty good of each step. But I was actually thinking like Prime Ben Barber. I reckon he'd be a weapon. Just how quick and small he is.
On the Omo before the games,
On the Omo before the OzTag games, and you just take it to a new level.
Kellen Pogger has been absolutely
Hard done by
it.
Yeah, look, there's a couple players that could have made it there, but
a player that I would like to go that's not a thickie, Matt Cooper.
Matt Coops.
Bro's a weapon.
From the Dragons, eh? James, would you pick any Eels players that you can think of?
Look, an 09 Jared Hayne would be something to watch.
True.
For any scandals, and obviously he's innocent now, so...
Yeah.
And he's pretty thick now as well.
Yeah.
So.
I'll throw a Sharks player in. I'll go Ficky as well. Adam Fanua-Blake, my favourite Sharks player. After seeing him in that jersey, guys, I'm just... Wow.
So you're no longer hard on Nico.
No. There's a new.
He's the new. Nico's the old new.
He's going to win us a premiership, and he's going to win Delhi.
Proper beer.
Probably. All right. Great question again. Now, Ken asks, what's your dream job? I feel
Pretty
like
sure we have answered this
we've had it,
before.
Oh, mate, this was only like a month or two ago.
let's do it again, lads.
I feel
Ken
like
wants
it
to know.
was when you were still at the old house.
No.
All right, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say stripper. James, you give yours.
Um. Oh.
You should go dabble into Rusty's new business.
I'll go drug dealer.
Yeah, sweet.
I have so many questions right now.
Dad.
Might be
gonna
time
go-
for a story time later in the
Yeah.
episode.
I'm gonna go a serious one. I mean, those two are very serious.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Come on.
Well, streaming / content creation type thing.
OnlyFans.
Boring.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
Look, these feet
gotcha.
are worth $1 million.
Only Dan's coming soon. And yeah,
DM
look
Dan
forward
if
to
you want only Dan's.
that. DM Dan. And he might even send you a freebie.
You know, we do make our shop onlydans.com.
Yeah, for 1 week only. All right. Next question. It is from Aiden Earl. He asks to describe your favorite Christmas lunch / dinner. And Dan, mate, you're the food man here, so
Yeah,
I'm sure
look.
you're perfect.
Can't go past some good leg of ham. Just pick up the leg.
That's it.
Just some good slices of some ham. Some good lamb. And what else? Some corn on a cob.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And
Gotta have that.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it. That's your go-to.
And some potatoes.
And some potatoes.
Potato bake. Your mum's potato
Ooh.
bake.
Oh.
That's what I'm looking forward to at Christmas. Your mum's potato bake.
Scoops of that.
Mate, I'd have trays of that, motherfucker.
Award-winning. Award-winning. Let me tell
Literally
ya.
award-winning.
Let me tell you. James, mate.
Yeah, look, I'm usually getting a bit of ham,
Mm.
some chicken, some turkey,
Ooh.
bit of gravy on the hot meats there. Yeah, it's big bit of potato bake. I'm usually skipping the veggies. Like I'm not here on Christmas Day to eat veggies. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh, and prawns. I want a small bowl of prawns on the side.
You gotta have a little small bowl. That's nice. That's nice.
What
Look,
about you, Brandon?
I don't know if I can go much more than what you guys, but I'll
It's
probably
pretty much all the same.
I'll probably eat 5 kilos of ham. I mean,
Honestly.
I'll put it on. Like the weight will be 5 kilos heavier. Potato bake's gonna be up there. It's got to be up there. And some chicken drumsticks, sort of fucking munch on those for the day.
You
as
know
well.
what I'm going home to have for dinner tonight, I reckon?
Yeah.
I'm going to cut up some ham.
Oh,
There's a leg sitting in the fucking fridge.
it's not even Christmas. It's not even Christmas.
Mate, I
That's
work
crazy.
at Woolworths.
I do.
I see those things every day.
Yeah, well, I do look forward to the bonbons. Oh, God. I'm 100-0 in the bonbon game. I haven't lost yet.
You find the oldest person and you battle them.
Find the weakest child or the oldest person and win.
Grab it halfway down and they don't realize.
So even if they win, what are they going to do? Stop you from taking it off?
Yeah, you take it. Okay, but I didn't say anything about punching. Well,
I didn't say anything either. I was
Yeah,
just, doing the motion of
grabbing the bonbon. Yeah.
in reverse. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Kung Fu Dan. Okay. Now, next one is from Aiden again. He asks, "What is on your Christmas wish list?"
Well, there's one thing that's on all 3 of our Christmas wish lists.
All I want for Christmas is you. What's on the list, Dan?
So on all 3 of our Christmas wish lists is new microphones.
I have
Yes.
yeah. Obviously, we asked Santa for them, so I don't know
Yes.
if we get them or not. But
Hopefully we get them, but
yeah. So it throws to the spoiler.
yeah. The
Throws to
teaser.
the spoiler, the teaser for later. Yes. Dan, what's on your wish list?
What else is on my wish list? I put a PS5 on there just for fun, just for shits and gigs. Santa might want to
Bring a PS5.
shit one down the chimney or something.
Okay.
And then just some Dragons merch. What else did I put on there? Because I actually made a list this year. I haven't really made a list lately.
Ooh, okay.
So and then
Some
Those are some
cologne,
random
some smelly stuff.
Yeah, some colognes.
Nice. Some Christmas ham.
Some Christmas
Please
hams.
just give me like 5 Christmas hams, please.
One for each day of the week. This is my Monday. This is my Tuesday ham.
I like that. James, mate.
One thing I had on my wish list for the year is that hot yellow Parramatta away jersey for next year. Saw it. I went, that's good. It's different. Put it straight on the list. Hoping
Straight
someone
in
gets it
there.
for me.
Would you say you put it straight in your basket, except
Sure.
it was straight on the list?
Yeah.
Look, I've asked for Cal.
You're gonna start a cold plan.
No, I have asked for some necklaces, a couple of necklaces, some sunglasses. What else have I asked for? I don't know.
You asked for 2 Savage sunglasses.
I did ask for 2 Savage sunglasses. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us.
Nothing would look cooler than Matty C and his sunglasses and some 2 Savages. Out, but not an ad. What else do I get? I got a bedside table. That's how you know you're getting old when you're asking
You
for,
asked for a bedside table. Yeah.
I only have one bedside table in my bedroom, so needed a second
Well,
one.
it's only you in there. Like,
Yeah, well, but now I have more room for my underwear. You know, for my step ones, what I also put on the list.
bro, I bought the Christmas ones today.
Oh shit! I didn't even know they dropped a new
They
pair.
were literally dropped like the start of this week.
Oh mate, not an ad, but again, if you're sponsoring, step on, shout out.
You know, I
Come
have
on.
like 40 pairs, I think.
40 pairs. Do you wash them? Just
One pair for each day of the month, and then just a couple on the side.
Same as the Christmas hams. Same as the Christmas hams. Okay. All right. Next question. All right. This is a good one. This is groundbreaking. Meat pie or sausage roll? Dan.
So we're talking just like a plain meat pie,
Yeah.
nothing in it, like just
It's plain
a
pie.
basic meat pie. All right.
Just
Best sausage
with
roll.
your choice of sauce.
Ooh, that changed stuff here.
That changes everything. Because a good meat pie with a lather of tomato sauce on the top.
Well, that's like the thing is, I don't think I've ever had either of them without.
Exactly, Like this is a
Well,
good
for
question.
me, it's pizza sauce. So.
Brendan has
Sicko.
pizza sauce on everything. You know, I was making homemade pizzas the other night, and I
You're
was
like, I'm going to put tomato sauce just to get rid of it.
I was squeezing the pizza sauce. I'm like, Brandon's favorite food. Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to go with meat pie. Can't beat a meat pie with some good tomato sauce on it.
They're pretty good. James.
Yeah, this is a painful question. I probably eat both at a 50-50 rate. Whether it be a good one from a bakery or just a cheap one from a servo, they always hit the spot.
Travel pies.
Yeah, nah. You know, I like to feel like I'm eating a meat pie, so
Yeah.
I'll get a proper meat pie every time.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
and I think I will be the pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to say to all the sausage roll lovers, we got free pies, 3-0.
Free pies, free meat pies.
Yeah, mate. I'm a pie lover. I honestly, again, sorry to sausage roll lovers. I don't even like sausage rolls. Like, don't really like them at all. That's rough.
That's a breaded thing.
That's a breaded
That's,
thing.
that's the tism.
That's a dism. That's a dism. I do love a cheese and bacon pie. Obviously, we're not talking cheese and bacon, but
Hayden's pies.
oh,
Cheese and bacon, Hayden's pie. Oh,
shout out Hayden's pies
shout out
also.
Hayden's pies all the time.
Not an ad, but if you want to give us free pies, I won't say no.
Next time we're in $1.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck off.
Next one, another great food question we have here. It's really, yes, it's hurting Dan. Okay, Macca's nuggets or KFC nuggets? Dan.
Look, like both of them have their good qualities. Like the Macca's nuggets, you have the crunchiness. The KFC nuggets, they got the soft extra to them. But I'm gonna have to go the KFC nuggets. I think it's the correct answer here.
Okay, all right, James.
Yeah, look, I don't think this is controversial. Like, I'm not like Macca's nuggets if they're there. I'll eat some, but I never actually order Macca's nuggets.
Ooh.
So I'm KFC nuggets all the way.
Well, we're about to 3-0 again. No, I'm going to Macca's Nuggets. Shout out my boys Macca's. Please sponsor me, not these two fools.
I used to be a Macca's Nuggets guys, and then I grew a set of balls and was like, KFC is so much fucking
These
better.
Secret herbs and spices,
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Bit of flavour.
Bit of
Yeah.
secret is the Omo, actually. Keeps it coming back. Okay.
Fucking
Now,
homo.
next one. It is, which NRL team do you hate the most? And this word's very powerful. So many teams to pick from, honestly. Dan, mate.
I'm gonna have to go the salary cap sombrero, the Roosters. Just the way they play, and Dragons have a rivalry with them for Anzac Day, so like,
That makes sense.
and
That
we
makes
flogged
sense.
them in the 2010 grand finals.
Makes sense. James?
Yeah, look, as a spiteful parafair, there's a few teams.
Penrith
Melbourne for
doggies.
cheating the comp. Penrith for just being too good. Manly because they're manly. Dogs
Yeah.
because they're dogs.
You're going for hours.
You're going for hours. It's really annoying with the like this almost renaissance of Melbourne because they're all likable players, but I think it still is Melbourne. The fact that they celebrate their cheated comps and pretend like it didn't happen. We all remember you cheated.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go Melbourne.
Yeah, look, you guys have. I feel like my answer's just coming out already. I was going to pick between your two teams, to be fair. Melbourne, obviously, cheating, just always good. And, that tall poppy syndrome, just fucking, I hate winners,
Yeah.
And then Roosters, you just hate them because they can buy every player under the sun.
Yep.
Like, every good player on the market, they're like, oh, we want him. Yeah, may as well. Yeah, may as well.
Linked to everyone.
Yeah. So
Linked to both Parramatta halves right now.
Yeah.
I think I will go West Tigers, Matty Seagulls.
Yeah.
Let's all just change our answer to West Tigers.
Free know it. Sorry about that, Matt.
That's unlucky us.
That's all for the list of questions, though. Thank you, guys, and be sure to send them in, or Dan as usual. Okay, now we know what time it is. You know what you've been waiting for. It's the speak pipes. Okay, we only have a couple this week, so fill in as well.
I'm already buckled in from the
Okay,
list of
yeah,
questions,
well,
mate.
Unbuckle and rebuckle. Okay, so
Yeah.
you didn't do that. How the audio listeners
I'm
go.
not doing it again.
Okay. Now we have a listener question from Do you ever feel flat during the Christmas period? Look, sometimes we'll find out.
G'day, boys.
G'day.
Okay.
Oh, another speak pipe from the work car this week.
Oh,
Fucking an
upgrading.
early start tomorrow, so rather than drive to me factory, I just took this one home. But bit flat this week, lads. Fucking, you guys would know it's just a busy period of the year. We're all fucking slugging it out. Fucking everyone wants something done yesterday. It's just that time of the year, bruh, buddy. Like, it's a good time to get around family and all that, but it's also very mentally and fucking financially draining. I'm
Yes.
sure you guys would know. But yeah, so I haven't got much for you this week. Buddy, last week's pod, sat at home, watched that. Fuck, that was a tough one. That was something.
That was tough.
Now that I've actually seen like what Matty looks like and like heard him speak and that, I don't know if I can continue to give him shit. Fucking yeah, I think life's gonna do that for me. I don't think I need to continue with that. So it was good while it lasted. Fucking, but yeah, it's got nothing this week, lads. But you know what? Stay safe, stay hydrated, and fucking, I don't know, just keep hanging around. Wait for the rock to come back. It's gonna be good, lads.
Yeah, feeling really flat.
Yeah.
Really flat.
Yeah, I can understand him. Our industry's long days in the sun. Then you like try to jam everything else of a busy December in on the weekends. It can hit you. Like last week, it hit me with an actual cold, and made me extremely flat. It's probably the unspoken part of the holidays, boys.
And
Yeah.
look, big corporations always trying to take that money as well. So all that hard work you've just done,
Yep.
James, It's gone. Christmas presents for everyone. Got to buy Dan 5 hams for fucking Christmas, for God's sakes. Come on.
But then I do have one other theory to why he is so flat. Maybe it is because he knows that like he's come under this sudden clarity that he shouldn't be picking on Matt, and like that was actually getting him through the day. So I just want to try to empower you, Ken, and just keep picking on Matty C.
We do it on the daily.
Make it the reason you get out of bed and put the boots on.
During the footy season, that's the reason I get out of bed.
Hopefully that puts a smile on your dial, Ken.
And hopefully the Rock does come back soon.
True.
Because I want to smell what he's cooking.
Yeah. Well, is it him? Call back that one. Okay. Now, Dan, is White Big Daddy Mark?
Time to play the game.
I followed him on Instagram. He's made a song. Well, it's like a deep house song. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Shout out Big Daddy Mark. Let's see what Dan is White Big Daddy Mark's all about.
Hey boys, how we doing?
Not too bad,
not
mate.
bad.
Not
Really
mad.
getting to the pointy end of the year here. Can't wait for the 20th. 3 weeks off. Really
Beautiful.
looking forward to it.
Not bad, not bad.
Still got to do a shit ton of landscaping over that period though, because with the house being built, there's plenty of work to do. Not looking forward to that. Well, it is what it is. Haven't done a whole lot this week. Played golf yesterday at Mittagong. That was a bit of fun. Played a match play against Simo and the other Aiden, or Rang. And looked like Aiden was going to run away with it, but then I came back and got into the lead for the majority of the game. And then I shit the bed the last few holes, and then Simo actually managed to Stephen Bradbury it and won himself a box of TP5s off me and the other Aiden. So, well in him.
Nice.
Next time, hopefully I win so I can get some free fucking balls, because that'd be awesome. But yeah, give me some more tips, boys. The only clubs that seem to work are the 5 and 6 iron and occasionally the driver. The rest don't seem to work. So give me some tips on why that may be. That'd be awesome.
Have you tried hitting the ball?
Really get over it. You know, you get over the ball and you just got to get through it. James, any good tips?
If they're the clubs that are working, keep to them. I'm talking bump and runs around the green using those clubs. Can you putt with it? Sure you can.
I was going to say, even putt with your driver.
Yeah.
Look, I got second place on the weekend, as we talked about. I lost literally all bar 2 balls out of my bag, so I need to buy new balls as well. That's rough, firstly. But then drives were the only thing that was going good for me. So yeah, just driver off deck if you have to. DOD.
Speaking of DOD, what Jimmy did on the weekend?
Jimmy, your teammate.
The last hole, you didn't hear about this, did you? Last hole went to do DOD. Shing. Driver went that way. Club still in his hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
He just has
Like the fucking driver head. But you know how on the 18th there's the bunkers on the left hand side? It was like here and the edge of the bunker was there. And we're like, yes, it didn't go in.
Look,
yeah.
Dan got carried
Yeah.
by a man who lost the driver as well.
Yeah. Like
But,
he has too.
Tips: if you need an airbrush partner, get Jimmy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
find
probably our best
someone
one. Other than that,
Bryson DeChambeau is pretty good, I heard.
Simo going around the course with an Aiden on each arm. Jeez.
and one, the Stephen Bradbury of golf. Yeah, good. All right, next one from Lucy.
Oh,
Hello,
God.
hello.
She's starting to get a bit creepy.
Dan.
Starting.
Please get back to me. Please. And how many times I've got to ask you? You know what I want. You know what I need. I want that Cheerio. I want it. And you got to stop playing so hard to get. I will get it. I will eat your ass, Dan. Just stop playing hard to get. All right? Now, I want your friend James to ask Dan why he doesn't want to get with me, and try and convince him, please, James, to just let me eat his ass. Be my Christmas gift to you. On the 12 days of Christmas, I eat your ass for 12 days.
Oh, is that on your wish list then? James, you got to convince him.
Yeah, Dan. Why aren't you?
She
Look,
seems like a good, honest girl.
yeah. I could probably put it on my only dance.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know you having your first follower right there. Only Dan's.
Like 12 days of Christmas, we only got so it's the 10th now, so 3 more days, and it's gonna start. So you need to get back to it pretty quick.
Yeah,
Look, she might be getting a bit lonely, but like,
seems like a great girl. Seems like
honestly.
she knows what she wants in life, and it's your asshole. So
It's my Cheerio.
it's your Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Look, I'm sure you've DM'd Dan a lot, but maybe we'll try and get Dan to DM you. So
Actually got her blocked.
Oh shit!
I'll try to unblock you.
Look, we'll try and get back to you. Okay, that's all for the Speak Pipes. Again, great stuff, guys. Love it every week. Great stuff as always, guys, and we look forward to more Speak Pipes soon. Okay, now it's cricket chat. It's the best part of the podcast in summer. Some would say the best part of the podcast brought to us by James.
Last week it was brought to us by me.
Yeah, true. Dan did a good job. You're going to have to take the reins back, James.
Yeah,
Here you
look,
go, James. Here's the reins.
thanks for the rain. Look, last week I gave you some pointers, some directions in the topics. You did a good job in my absence, but it's good to be back. Look, is Australia possibly the greatest cricketing nation?
Do we even have to ask that question?
Is the Couch Commentators possibly the greatest cricketing podcast? Because those points and directions, look, we've been pretty spot on.
Yeah.
We are.
Give Marnus another game. Class rises to the top. McSweeney is a good bat. Give him time. Don't put too much pressure on him. They both step up this game. Look, the fact that we weren't in as big panic stations as almost every other bit of Australian media, calling for the whole team to be axed, I think that already puts us at number one.
We might do it next if they lose this one.
If they lose the series, it's I would have more gutted.
Come to their throat.
I feel like we were the ship settlers.
Yeah.
We were there blocking out just defending the balls, you know. You know, just,
Test match cricket right there.
yeah.
That's big. Like, I am also just the cricket guru because, like,
True.
look, don't want to bring it up, but the predictions are already looking quite good for James after 2 test matches.
Yeah, pretty good.
Over in hand.
Oh, mate, Trav.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get actually into the game. Predictions, we still got 3 test matches to go.
A lot of runs to be scored, a
Just
lot of
wanted to
wickets
bring
to be
up.
taken.
I've got a pretty good eye. But look, blink and you miss it. First ball of the test match. I was actually about to jump in the shower because I got home late from work that day.
Yeah.
Stark bowls a bit too fast for Jaiswal. It wasn't coming on too slow this time. Mate, if that doesn't get you rock hard.
Mate, I was trying to walk around with a fucking brick between my legs at work. Honestly.
Big hooping in swinger. Blows his pad off. Yeah. Just...
And I blew off.
The nation blew.
The nation blew off. So he then goes on and rolls them, taking 6 for in the innings.
Which was gorgeous.
Look, and the momentum just continued from there. So then, obviously, Trav had alluded to it with my prediction, but he comes in, so should start from the top. We come in at a real scratchy time. Nighttime, pink ball, Bumrah. Everyone has the fears. There's even talks of, have we got them out too early?
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but that was a bit of the feeling around the country. Kawaji gets out. He didn't look too bad. He sort of smashed it. But he was out, and in comes Labuschagne. And all of a sudden, we've got Sweeney and Labuschagne. Look, everyone is nervous. They're nervous, but the two boys from Queensland get the job done. Bat through the hardest period, get through the night. So McSweeney only got like 38 runs from memory, and Labuschagne ended up with like a 68 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But they both were out there for like over 120 balls.
I was happy to go to bed that night knowing McSweeney was still at the crease.
Yeah. So it was huge knocks, even if the runs weren't as like prolific as who we'll get to in a second. But it tired out the bowlers, and you started to see that towards the end.
Yeah,
even
with a bit of
Bumrah's-
frustration, you know.
Yeah, frustration.
Siraj.
Even Bumrah's speeds were going down, but
yeah.
and that really helped when Travis Head came in with a bit of an old ball. The pace bowlers again a bit slower, and he has one of the Travis Head knocks that we've got so used to. 140 off 141 balls. Look, if Stark got the ball rolling, Head's fucking slammed it down into the pins, knocked him everywhere. Because
Look,
that was
the nation blew off when Stark got the first ball wicket, but then we got some good head after that.
Some good Saturday night.
yeah, some Saturday night head. Doesn't get any better. Look, and it was very similar, but in opposites of the first Test match, because the game felt like it was already over then. Like realistically, India weren't that far behind. What I think we got out to 150 run lead, so a very good lead. But like the way this Test series is going, it could have easily swung back around. But sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. I actually forgot to put it in the dot points. You guys already half mentioned it, but after scoring the 140 off 141, Australia's greatest enemy, who's announced himself in a very coat and dickhead way, gives Travis a send-off at his home ground after pumping him all around the field. Mohammed Siraj, or as Mark Tubby Taylor says, Shiraz. Yeah, what an absolute tool.
The villain.
To find out in the post-match interview of Travis Head that all Travis Head said to him was well bowled.
Yeah.
It makes Siraj look like even more of a fuckwit.
Yeah. Apparently he said something like well bowled. But look, we don't know 100% sure. We do know what he said after that when Siraj was being a fuckwit. Lip readers out there, I think it was something like, fuck off, you cunt.
He wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
Travis Head's a father.
But look, Siraj was already being a bit of a coat throughout the innings already. The night before when the beer snake went past, and Labuschagne had stepped out. He stepped out at a decent time. It was a little late, but it was still a decent time. And then Siraj decides to peg the ball at him.
Yeah.
Like that already is pretty disgusting behavior. Then the following morning, one of the biggest celeb appeals that he didn't even turn around to the umpire, and the ball was never hitting the stumps. It was going across. It was not out. I think they reviewed it as well. Not out again. Look, he's just a bit of a coat, and he's then even complaining a bit when he was starting to get all the boos. And look, I'm pretty sure last time they were out here, he complained about the crowd saying that they were saying racist stuff, and I know there was a bit of discrepancies about that and whether the fans were being racist. It's hard to tell completely because Australian fans can be pretty racist.
No.
But the guys, he likes to dish it. He can't take it.
Yeah, 100% he can't take it.
After the Test match, like so once it had all calmed down, Travis Head was pretty level-headed and amicable about it. He sort of said, look, what happened. I'm not necessarily happy with my own self in that
Yeah.
time. Siraj just comes out and says Travis Head was lying. He takes no blame. I think they've both ended up with a bit of a fine
Yeah, they
for
both got found guilty for.
contrary conduct.
Yeah,
But look, Siraj, whether he makes all 3 test matches or not, because he took 4 wickets in the first innings, but between that he got pumped for, I think he went for 98 or something like
Yeah.
that. So who knows whether he'll be around for the whole series, but he's going to be copping boos left, right, and centre.
100% he will be.
With a performance like that, and like I more mean the dickheadery.
Yeah,
There's a chance every time he comes to Australia, there's going to be a chorus of boos for him.
yeah,
like,
100%.
He hasn't made any fans in Australia. I don't think.
No.
I was already hating him after the throw the ball at Marnus.
As soon as I seen that, I'm like, bro, you're a dickhead. Why would you do that?
And like Australia's got a history of being a bit hyper aggressive and stuff like that, but we've changed, so we can take the
Yeah.
moral high ground now.
Yeah.
Moral high
You're
ground.
saying there's a moral victory
Yeah, a
on
bit of
our
a moral victory
cards.
All right, so we've got over that coat. We get into the second Indian innings, and this has sort of barely been mentioned because he was the 3rd best player in the Australian team, but Captain Pat takes 5 for.
My captain.
Rolling the Indians, we ended up only having to chase 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did tip him for a top wicket taker. So
Yeah, it's a pretty good tip. Hey, look,
Uh-huh.
I think the big thing about this Pfeiffer is, and I was a bit judgmental of him in the first test, and even in the first innings of this match, his bowling was a bit unders.
Yeah.
You could see that he had definitely lifted the intensity in this match in the first innings, and then he got more rewards in the second innings. But Captain Pat just gets the job done.
Captain Planet.
Captain Blue Eyes.
Boland, who obviously came in for Hazelwood, look, I think he took 2 and 3 wickets.
Yeah.
Quite handy. He may have got everyone hard and soft immediately after when he took a wicket on his first ball, only to be a good 4 centimeters over the line with a no ball.
That was a killer, honestly.
Still build the man a statue.
Yes, built a
Yeah.
statue. But look, it's a good, safe place for Australia, and there's now talks about trying to rotate the bowlers more. But fuck, it's a hard spot being an Australian selector, and it's a hard spot being bowling because Hazelwood was probably our best bowler in the first test.
Yeah.
Stark. Cummins is the captain.
Yeah.
And Marnus is our top bowler. So.
Yeah, Marnus is the top bowler.
And then you got Cam Green that's injured as well at the moment. He can bowl fucking 140, 130.
And look, maybe in a different world, if Hazelwood was fit, maybe they could have not brought Lyon into this match, considering he bowled 6 balls.
I seen that 6 balls. Did he get 6 runs or something? And he just got his paycheck and he's that's it.
The second Indian innings, he didn't bowl whatsoever. I mean, because he had that wrist, his wrist got hit with the ball, but still.
Yeah, but just not needed. The ball was
Yeah.
doing enough. The wickets were falling. He was a bit like that guy in fucking Z grade that doesn't bowl and bats 11.
Oh,
Hey, that reminded me of me.
Oh, sorry. But he sang the team song at the end of the day, so he was needed.
Beautiful.
So, all right. So last week was Australian meltdowns. The media, Fox Sports were reporting on a riff in the team, and that obviously was a load of bullshit. But the India meltdowns, I swear, are real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All their fans are melting down the same way we were only a week ago. There's a lot of talk about Rohit Sharma because he obviously came back into this test team.
Yeah.
He batted at 6, which is a very new role for him that he hasn't done since the start of his career. Obviously didn't play too well. But there's always talks about the captaincy and stuff like that, and now it's should he even get picked? They did just come off a 3-0 humping and Sharma was the captain.
And then they the first game they put Bumrah to captain.
Yeah, they
He
get
absolutely demolishes us.
So there
I don't know
isn't-
about absolute demolition.
Yeah. Look, do think it was an absolute demolish their way and then an absolute demolish our way.
Yeah.
It was a loss we had to have.
Yeah.
The loss we
Point,
had to
there's
have.
the difference there. And that was our practice test, and
Yeah.
now it's
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0.
You know what I've found though? Every time we put a podcast out saying India gets cricket or something to do with India with cricket, they always start to go like that.
So this podcast name is India's going to win the series.
India 5 in a row. So yeah, what does all this mean? How can Australia be the worst team in the world and in existence only a week ago, and now they're back to being the best, and India's
Steroids.
completely swapped? Does it mean that both teams have aging roster, but there's still plenty of talent scattered around?
Yeah.
They could get the job done depending on situations, and it's all a bit of a lucky dip? Or does it mean Australia 4-1, fuck off?
Definitely means that, yeah.
Yeah.
4-1.
I also
4-1.
seen something today that you know how you mentioned Bumrah's speeds?
Yeah.
He might be injured, they reckon.
Yeah, well, he was cramping up in the afternoon of Australia's. So like obviously they bowled that night, and then the next day in the afternoon when Head was smashing him around, he was
Yeah.
cramping up then. And look, this also goes back to my predictions and stuff. Did say that, especially without Shami, who's actually struggling. It looked like he was going to be back, but he's struggling
Yeah.
with his fitness back in India. The rest of the pace bowlers, they're a bit unders.
Yeah.
Like Rana, he's 22. He's very chirpy. He's got the great hair, the earrings, but not bowling that well. And Siraj went for a bajillion runs. Did take some handy wickets, but
He's also a wanker.
also a wanker. Oh, did you see this funny? It was more of a even Indian meme, because even they're a bit embarrassed about Siraj,
Yeah.
and it was Siraj has actually taken Travis Head's wicket in the World Test Championship, the World Cup final,
Yeah, I
and
see.
this match. All 3 times Head's scored more than 100 runs.
Yeah.
Nice.
He got him out nice and early for cheap.
There's things about them calling Head freaking his dad and
Yeah.
stuff. I seen a photo of him, his wife, and their new son. It's nice to see Head's wife holding Siraj.
Well, that's sort of funny, because there is a bit of a meme about Travis Head being the father of India, especially
Yeah.
in these big matches, and to celebrate his 100, he did a baby
Yeah,
cradle
the
celebration with
rocking.
his bat, which was more for his newborn child, but the memes make itself.
I'm your dad.
Cop that India.
Got that India. So what does it all mean? Who knows? Next test match it starts.
Could
on-
all change.
That's
Starts
all
on
over
Saturday. It's a lucky dip. Look, wouldn't mind getting to bat at good times. Obviously, we've been a bit unlucky with some of the spells we've had to have.
Yeah.
Would love to see the game go a bit longer as well. Winning so easily is just 3 days. Come
That
on.
was the other thing I predicted.
Yeah.
I caught a free day this time around. Wouldn't mind it getting into the 4th day, maybe a 5th.
Maybe a 5th.
Just
Cheeky.
think if it got into the 5th day, we'd still be watching it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows the drama and everything else going on with this series. The Australian fans are getting behind it. The Boxing Day test, day 1 is sold out. There will be 86,000 people watching the cricket on Boxing Day.
That's hot.
That's all right.
The cricket's hotting up.
It's hotting up.
It is hotting up. I think as long as everyone turns up, that'll be
Yeah.
a record in Australia at least.
Imagine 86,000 people booing you.
Yeah.
Because your name's Siraj.
Siraj.
Questions on the team.
Mhm.
Hazelwood, will he be fit? With how well Boland bowled, look, they did attack him like I said they would, but Boland was good enough that he still took crucial
Yeah.
wickets at crucial moments. It takes the pressure off Hazelwood. If he's not right, he can take another week off, be ready for Melbourne.
Yeah.
They won't be rushing him back. The questions on Marsh's fitness, they still exist. Obviously didn't bowl much, didn't have to bowl much, as we talked about even with Lyon, but you can tell he's just a bit laboured around the field.
Yeah.
That ankle is giving him some strife. You got to prepare that the test match will go for more than 3 days,
Especially on a Gabba.
Yeah, at the Gabba. So there is questions about Marsh, whether Bo Webster might possibly get a run. I think Marsh will still be good for this, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on going towards Melbourne and Sydney. Don't know what changes India will make, whether they'll make any changes. Again, like us last week, the panic stations are a bit exaggerated.
Back to
Yeah.
coach, fold the club, go back to your country.
Fuck off.
Just forfeit the next 3 games.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to some cricket around the world. A couple of quick touching points. South Africa beat Sri Lanka. That's their second test match there. Look, that puts South Africa in a really good situation of I think there's either that was the last match against Sri Lanka, or there's one more, and then they've got 2 home tests against Pakistan, and if they win majority of that, they'll be locked into the World Test Championship final.
Ooh.
Which sucks for us because we haven't played very much cricket.
No, we haven't. So things are happening around. So it's really South Africa, Sri Lanka. Like, we play Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka for 2 tests after this series.
Yeah.
And then Australia and India, they're really the only teams that are a good chance of making this final. So it's all sort of happening in and around this Order Gavaskar series.
And you think if we win the series this summer, India have no chance, really.
Yeah,
Coming off the 3-0 loss.
we sort of need to win at least 3 matches in this series and win the series, and win at least 1 against Sri Lanka. And that, like, we all talk about Sri Lanka and you go, oh yeah, should be easy.
But
playing in Sri Lanka is
Sri Lanka is very
it's
hard.
going to be very tricky. We'll be lucky to get a match there.
Yeah.
So we really need 4-1, fuck off.
4-1, fuck off.
We also go to one of the most bizarre two of the most bizarre and unpredictable teams in world cricket. England have won the series against New Zealand 2-0. There's still a game to play. New Zealand coming off what was a historic 3-0 sweep of India in India, something that hadn't been done in over a decade, have just lost 2 matches at home to England. That's actually 4 matches in a row that they've lost in New Zealand, in a sport that home ground advantage is literally everything.
Yeah.
So is New Zealand bad now? Is England now the best team in the world?
Bazball.
Bazball. I do know one thing. Harry Brook is something special, and he could be very deadly for us in the Ashes next year. Which, that's as an Australian or as an Englishman, every other game of cricket is just a lead up to the Ashes.
Pretty much.
So he's absolutely insane form right now. Hundreds in both test matches. I also want to bring up, I forget his name, which is my right.
Mm-hmm. It is
Is
all
it
right.
Australian?
Yep. They brought in a number. I think it was into number 3 bat. He had a first class record of 25. He's never scored a first class 100. But he is a prodigy, and they actually got it right.
What is he, the next fucking Don Bradman? But English version?
Mate, Brian Lara gave him a fucking blessing when the guy was 16. He's like 18 now.
Yeah.
First test, he scored a 60-something. In this last test, he scored a 98. And then he got out trying to play a big cover drive. And then after... in an interview, I think Ben Stokes supposedly talked to him after, and he's like, yeah, but it would have looked really sick if I'd scored my 100 with the cover drive.
It looked pretty good.
It's Bazball to a T. They don't...
Is it Jacob Bethel?
Bethel, yep. They're a crazy bunch over there, but look, 50% of the time it works every time, and this time they've absolutely pumped New Zealand, and that is the cricket wrap.
morally got the victory as well. So good
You know,
stuff.
I was actually, speaking of moral victories, I was actually watching, the documentary The Test. I was actually watching season 3 of it. And season 3 is based on that Ashes series where Johnny Bairstow gets out with the stumping and that.
That'd be a pretty good watch. Pretty good watch.
It was definitely a good watch. Bit of a tearjerker as well.
Tearjerker. Okay. All right.
Because it was when Paddy went through the thing with his mum. He had to come home from India and that.
Add it to my watch list. Good stuff
definitely.
as always, James. And now, the NRL talk, gentlemen.
Oh, God.
I know. You just didn't expect it, but it's here again. This is my favourite news that's come across my desk. Dream Yours, the new boy band, has released their first song.
Why are we even mentioning this?
We rock the party. We rock the party. We rock the party. Great song. I'm surprised it's not number 1 in the charts yet, lads. Has it come across your desk?
I literally heard this a week ago or so when it first got dropped, and I didn't want to share it to the boys because I didn't want their ears to bleed.
Come on, that's a bit tough. James, what do you think of this new generational song?
I heard 3 seconds of it on TikTok as I skipped past it.
Look, I think they're on the path, like obviously not getting a spot on my Spotify Wrapped anytime soon. But I think they, just keep working at it, lads. I think there's something there.
Look, yeah,
Just keep working at it. Get your ideas, scrap them, and restart.
We rock the party. We rock the party.
If K-Side showed me anything, anyone can make music.
Yeah. Dream big. Okay. Now we talk about the club that we were talking about earlier, who just buy who they want. Reece Robson is going to the Roosters. Who's seen this one coming? I didn't.
Yeah, it was. The rumors of it only came out like maybe a week or maybe 2 before it, and it was pretty hush. There wasn't a huge amount of gossip about it, but look, you feel like it's probably only the first move that they're going to make, but big one.
Of course, the New South Wales dummy half goes to the Roosters. Big question on the everyone's mind though is what's happening with their current dummy half, Brandon Smith.
Yeah.
Which club do you reckon will sign him, gentlemen? James, any picks, any predictions? We're pretty good with these.
I've heard people put out Parramatta. The Jason Riles connection makes sense. I don't know if he makes sense, like when you've got Moses and Dylan Brown. The same people that I've heard say that he could work at Parramatta are the same people that say that we just need a good hooker that can pass the ball to them, which that is not Brandon Smith's style.
No, he's a runner.
Funnily enough, say if Brayley from Newcastle did leave, he could fit them.
Yeah.
He Cowboys need one, but they also burnt him as a 20-year-old, and he does not want to go back there.
Yeah, true. I would love to see him go to Para. Like, you just got rid of probably a morally greatest bloke and then bring
in dodgy guys.
Yeah.
I had a thought, right? Because
Josh Adokar and Brandon Smith.
I don't know the logistics of it and stuff, but look, Brandon Smith, good at hooker, probably better lock. What about a possible reunite with Melbourne? If they offered him, like, even if it was 200,000 less, the way his career's sort of going, the connections he's got there, if he just goes back to that role of playing 10, 15 minutes at the start of the game at hooker, coming back on at lock, it keeps Harry Grant fresher.
Look, you'd think clubs will be circling Tyrone Wishart soon, so you'd have to say they would need a...
And now you think that Dragons won't be circling Tyrone Wishart with signing Atkinson for 2026.
I reckon Dragons could buy him as another utility.
We've got 2 dummy halves. We don't need him. I was going to say, even though they have someone there that's a decent dummy half, I was going to say the Warriors. Like, even though they have Wade Egan,
it would work.
Look at how much Wade Egan's injured. Like as James said, he's a good lock. He can come in and like relieve forwards.
Yeah.
And like Tohu Harris is getting towards the end of his career.
Sure. I think the thing is he's just got to knuckle down and start playing good footy again. He
Yeah.
really
Get back to
hasn't-
the cheese of
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah, well, that's why maybe the Melbourne shirt's not
Yeah.
not the worst. Go
That's-
Getting
back.
back under bellyache.
It could just yeah, I haven't heard anyone else bring it up, and that's why we break ground
Yeah.
news here. But if they could get him at a good deal, we've seen it work before. They won a comp with the pairing, and at that time, Brandon Smith and Harry Grant were averaging 60 minutes. They were just playing
Yeah.
together.
You know where like a club that would need him, but I just don't see him going there is the Raiders.
Raiders
They could
actually came out and
really-
said they're not going to
they're
target
not going to target him.
Yeah.
Like they could really do with a decent dummy half. But,
Because, as we said last week with Matty C, who the fuck do they have? Like, they have-
Danny Levi.
They have so many players
And
that
Tom
play dummy
Starling.
half.
Starling, yeah.
Yeah.
And
But,
like obviously he's not going there. Raiders have said that, but like Brandon Smith first 20 minutes and then a quick Starling coming on off the bench, that would make sense.
Yeah, it would be good.
But Ricky says no. Speaking of
Souths is an option as well.
yeah, Souths, not too
Yeah,
bad.
they
I
just
mean,
lost
I think
Cookie.
yeah, lost Cook. They're putting their eggs into the
Mamazoulis,
Mamazoulis,
but
yeah.
like
Yeah.
with Brandon Smith, if he played that role that we're talking about, Mamazoulis would still be playing 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Havili, James.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Brandon Smith just better heavily?
It's true. International Havili. Oh, the
Havili
Havili is
played for-
international for Tonga.
Kiwi Havili.
Yes, Kiwi Havili. Okay, next thing that came across my desk, it's been, the media have been pumping it, probably overplaying it a bit. Terrell May, in a podcast, was talking about Trent Robinson and the Roosters in how they dealt with his contracts and only just re-signing to their club roughly around the time JWH has left Penrith, which he thinks is a result in why he didn't go to a big club. Not saying he's not happy at the Tigers, but he thinks it was all a bit of chess game,
Don't blame him for having that opinion, whether
Yeah.
it's right or wrong. Like, there was interest from Melbourne, there was interest from plenty
Yeah,
of
because
teams.
they bought Stefano as well,
Yeah.
Melbourne. So
Like, and look, there's a little known secret that somehow keeps getting forgotten. Roosters aren't the good guys.
Yeah.
They never were. Like,
mm,
like Mitchell Pearce found out they signed Cronk by seeing it in the newspapers. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally out with the old and in with the new at the Roosters.
Yeah.
Like you get a new half in, boom, new dummy half, you're out, mate. Kick him to the curb.
Yep.
But that's all. That's all for the NRL. But I've got a new segment alert, guys. New segment alert. It's the eye catcher, the eye catchers. Gentlemen, I don't know if you've seen this, but Gout, or as his dad has now told the media, that it is Gwot.
I prefer Gout.
Yeah, I do, but he doesn't want his son being named after disease. And supposedly, when they came over, I can't remember. I think it was to Egypt or something. But
yeah, so they came from so they're Sudanese. They
Yeah.
left Sudan, were
To
in
Egypt.
Egypt, then they came here.
like the Arabic translation was wrong or something. It's come out as
it got
Gout.
lost in translation when they
Yeah,
because Gout was born here, but then when they were doing the paperwork and stuff, it was lost in translation the way it was meant to be spelled,
Oh, okay.
and they never got it changed for some reason.
yeah. So I don't know. He probably would have grown up being called Gout his whole life. So
Yeah.
he hasn't came out and said he doesn't want to. But
His
if-
dad has.
yeah, if the future champion sprinter of Australia wants to be called Gwot, then that's what I'm going for, mate.
We'll take it.
And speaking of that, obviously, I'm sure everyone's seen it in the news, the media. He got a 10.04 in his 100-meter heat. That was up there with some of the fastest ever in Australia.
Yep.
Wins with a 10.17, so wins the overall under 18s. And then in the 200 meters, I think that broke the media, the news,
Broke the internet.
a 20.04 in the 200 meter. That's the fastest ever in Australian history, which is under 18.
Yeah.
And
No.
then actually, that is the fastest.
At 200, that is the fastest Australian.
Yeah, and then in under 18 is the second fastest
Yeah.
ever. And guess who he beat under 18s? Usain Bolt,
Yeah.
fastest man.
I think I've seen something that Usain Bolt has come out and said, like, he's seen this,
Yeah.
and he's come out and said it reminds him of a
Yeah.
younger him.
Looks like me. But yeah, he runs a similar style where he just looks like he's gliding on there.
Oh, bro, it looked like he was doing nothing. Like,
Mate,
it
I
was
felt
crazy.
bad for the guy that ran second in the 100. It looked close for the first 50.
Yeah.
And then,
And
So-
then Gow just like put his foot down and just boom.
He just really needs to get that. If he gets that start going a bit, but like that's how him and Usain's
Yeah.
style is, where
Yeah.
like these shorter sprinters just like literally power through their legs, where they're just building up the
Yeah.
speed. But I have seen stuff like also in the news where we don't want to like put too much pressure on him. We don't want to rush him into like adult racing yet, because
Wait till he's like
we want to let
18,
him grow,
19,
let him
20.
like get into his
Wait
full
till he's like
potential.
fully developed, and then put him into
'Cause,
like
Usain was like kind of fast tracked and puffed, and no one remembers, but he also lost a lot of races at the start of his
Yeah.
career, and then became the fastest man in the world.
I just want 3 different Olympics gold medals.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask for?
I'm sure it happens. Future bet. Okay, another eye catcher, gentlemen. I know we're big MLB fans, Major League Baseball, MLB. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the only time that it gets a talk on
Yeah.
our podcast. But
I feel like it was this time last year. Shohei
Yeah.
Ohtani was
Shohei
broke the
Ohtani.
record.
And Juan Soto, largest professional sports deal, 15 years for $765 million. 15 years is a long time.
And Shohei's was only 10 years.
Yeah. So
And it's
imagine
65 mil more. So
that's big. Obviously, it's not the biggest money wise, but
yeah.
the length of this deal is ridiculous.
goes on to earn a bit over a bill by the end.
Yeah.
So I've got some numbers here in Australian dollars. So his full contract in AUD is $1.197 billion.
Yep, that's nice.
So that's 79.8 million a year, 6.65 million a month, and 218K a day.
It's pretty nice. That's nice. You got all those stats from the top of your head, which is also
like,
crazy.
you can't see my phone here at all. Oh, no.
Yeah, look, if anyone wants to pay me that kind of money to play some baseball, I'm getting 15 years. I don't know if my body holds up. I don't know if his body holds up, to be fair, but
How old is he?
I would say young. You don't give a guy 15 years for the. He's actually 45.
He's actually playing till he's 60.
But look, obviously bigger deals would go to like your Messi, your Ronaldo's. But
He's 26. So he's a year younger than me and you.
Yeah.
Even that, not really like that much a year. It's huge.
It's huge. It is huge.
I don't even think
15
like
years,
Messi or
right?
Ronaldo are close to that.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe in their primes they would have been.
Look, speaking about money, guys, another eye catcher.
Oh, God.
My favourite news throughout the week.
This has so much to do with the sporting world. A girl known for saying "huck to it" and spin on that thing made a crypto coin recently, and Gus Gould had some choice words about it. He wasn't a big backer of the Huck Tour coin. Look, a lot of people came out saying they lost money. I don't know how you back something like that.
How are people still getting rug pulled in 2024?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and it's only ramped up since Trump and Elon have got into power. It's
In what world did you think Huck Tour coin was going to make you money?
Like the fact that like Crypto Zoo, like Logan Paul thing happened, like people lost a lot of money there. It's like if the thing that like people are still buying crypto
these-
after that.
these crypto bros, and to be fair, half of them are kids and underage. They know that it's a scam, but they think that they're going to get out before everyone
Yeah.
else loses their money. And they'll make it big.
Yeah.
If you just like leave at the same time as them, you can make money.
Yeah. The thing is, the owners of these coins are getting out before they even sell.
Getting shit done.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just funny because of how fast it fell.
Yeah, it was quite
So
quick.
what was Gus Gould's opinion?
Gus Gould was saying, "Why are you like buying money from a girl that's like?" He was not. How do you believe someone who's famous for that? It was pretty much his words in a way of saying. But look, in saying that, the spoiler that I wanted to announce is the Couch Commentators coin is coming soon, guys. Jump on board.
And it's going to the moon.
It's going to the moon. We're going to make you so much money.
So Phil Good's exact words were that people invested in a meme launched by this hot tour girl, and it went bad. Who could have possibly seen that coming?
Well said, Gus.
Yeah, well said. And that's some great sporting news there. But something that does bring a damper to the mood. Greyhound racing cancelled in New Zealand. Wow. That's
Forever.
huge. That's huge. That's massive. Look, the activists will be happy. The punters will not be.
No. I know a certain punter in our friends group was not happy.
Yeah, he was fuming.
Greyhound racing is in a funny spot because, like, the actual idea of it is pretty
Yeah, it's pretty.
good and tame. Like, as far as like just letting a dog run around a track.
Yeah.
It's the
That's what dogs love to do.
Yeah,
They run.
Yeah, they run. They love going to parks and running, you know?
it's just the dodginess in and behind the scenes of some of these trainers.
Kind of like the, starving them and stuff like that too.
Yeah, like
to race them, to chase the rabbit.
and then the unfortunate culling of dogs that have
don't
finished
make
racing
it.
and don't find a home and stuff like that. That's the dodgy part of this industry that it's not hidden under a rug. It's pretty out there, and that's why this has happened. New South Wales, it almost happened.
And then we're just like, nah, New South Wales are gamblers.
Oh yeah, that's
Government will lose too
I
much
think
money.
the right idea is to try and just regulate it more, and because like it makes money. It's the idea behind it's not bad. It's just there's bad people, and there's bad people in every industry.
100%.
To get some more regulations, and there's got to be an investigation.
More investigations.
More investigations. Get Jeff Tuvey on the case. All right, that's the eye catchers done. Hopefully you like
Hopefully
the
more
segment,
next
guys.
week.
Yeah, look, I'm sure there will be. Now we go to UFC 310. We'll just go through a couple of results for you guys. That
I didn't watch a blink of.
well, look, Dan, I'll go through them for you. There was a fight between Cyril Gane and Alexander Volkov. Who?
I've got a quick one about this fight card. I was at the old local Roos pub.
Yep. Something grounds.
Sitting with this on my phone with my cracked streams. I mean, data. I paid for the fights legally, and I'm sitting because they don't have the fights at this pub. It's a small little pub for those who don't know. I'm also sitting next to the security guard and the bartender, watching it on my phone. It was quite a nice little moment there.
That's good. That's good. That's wholesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you're telling me the security guard and the bartender weren't doing any work?
No.
Hey, they're helping out James. Yeah. Okay. First fight I wanted to talk about was the Gane versus Volkov. There was a couple dodgy decisions throughout the night. Aljamain Sterling earlier versus Evloev. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If not, we get it wrong because we're Australians.
Right.
But a lot of people thought Aljamain won that, and that was on the prelims, which is funny because he used to be a champion.
He's literally trying to ruin his career.
Yeah, Dana wants him out. I think he's probably got maybe a couple more fights on that contract. It's like, just get rid of him.
And Dana's not paying him.
But then there was this fight, Gane versus Volkov. Volkov were having the cornrows, wearing a new style, looking like Paddy the Batty, but at the heavyweight division. He looked really good, and he was on a 5-fight win streak, I believe. So he was going well. Gane hurt his foot. Well, he says he broke his toes or whatever in like one of the first rounds. Look, Volkov ended the fight on top of him. He just looked good, kicking, everything like that, punches. Gane literally finished the fight. When he got his hand raised, he went to just walk straight out of the cage because he did. I don't know if he did. Didn't think he won or just
enough.
wasn't happy.
He came back.
But Volkov not happy. Dana talked to him after the fight, and it looked like he was kind of consoling, like, I don't know, the judges, man, like the judges. But look, that fight was tough for Volkov, but I'm sure he'll be back. The next fight, this was touted to be the blockbuster, Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian cut Gary. Well, he's put a bit of respect on his name, actually. We're going to call him by his full name, Ian Machado Gary. So this fight went the distance. The first time Rachmanov hasn't finished a bloke, which, look, that bloke loves finishing blokes.
Yeah.
18 fights. He had 18 finishes. Now the 19th fight against his ex-training partner. Look, Ian got a lot of stocks going up for him with this fight. His defense was just really good. Like Rachmanov had him in the clinch a lot and got control time, which kind of led to him winning. A lot of good strikes as well from Rachmanov.
Rachmanov won most rounds, but only by a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a close fight in a fight that you always felt like Rachmanov was in control of.
Yeah.
If you scored it from like how one championship and they kind of score it, it's like the whole fight together, where Rachmanov definitely won 3 rounds, and you'd probably give him the win probably 9 times out of 10. And then Gary, though, in that last round, he put Rachmanov in the most trouble we've ever seen him in, where Rachmanov had already maybe took 2 takedowns on Ian because he decided he couldn't get him from the clinch down, so he started diving for his legs. With the third one, he went to go for him. Gary pretty much took his back, put him body triangle, and then he was going for the rear naked choke. Almost had it, but in showing how good Rachmanov is on the ground, he took his arm or like broke the lock, then ended the round on top control. So like he got out of being his back taken and then took the, like, there's a lot of people were hating on Rachmanov saying he's not as good, but like he showed he still could control a guy who was 15-0, hadn't lost a fight either.
Yeah.
These guys have just proved themselves probably as both top 5 contenders in that division. Like, and I'm sure Gary will end up probably fighting Rachmanov for the title eventually.
Yeah, look, I think it. Well, cause I think this was Shavkat's and Ian's, but first fight. 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And they Ian actually looked better in the championship rounds than Shavkat, which was a bit of a surprise. There's definitely things that Shavkat's got to work on to be the best fighter he can be. And look, could he win the title at this current version? Possibly. But he doesn't want to come in like this.
Yeah, he'll be
Who's
coming
the
up.
welterweight champ at the moment?
Alal Mohammed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Remember
I forgot
the
I forgot it for a second.
decision.
I'm trying to remember the decision of being named.
Look, I think Bilal's got a really good wrestling, so it'll be interesting.
It'll be a good matchup between him
Between
and
those two,
Shavkat.
yeah. Which after the fight, they both did a little face off and
The WWE moment.
the WWE moment was trying to get the
UFC
hype
again.
going. So that's something to look forward to in the future. The next fight, the main event, it was the flyweight championship on the line. Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Asakura. He has come over from a different fighting company. I can't remember the name of. Again, Australian, my right. So he's come over. He's got a pretty good record, really good knockout highlight reel. Came into the fight. First round, it was back and forth display of punching and striking, and he looked all right. But then Pantoja he's just too good. Like there's no competition at the moment for him at the moment, and he took Kai to the ground, got his back, and got him a choke, and that was the end.
He just doesn't get knocked out.
Yeah.
So like he comes up against these great strikers like Kaya Sakura and like Steve Erceg.
Yeah,
And,
Steve
but like when your main tool is to knock someone out and then he just walks you down.
Yeah. And his pressure is crazy. Like he just relentless pressure on you. Yeah, there was a great fight though. It was great to see Pantoja win, but the call out after, he calls out Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, the GOAT of all time, and then Mighty Mouse says back and on Twitter says, I ain't getting my black ass back in that ring anytime soon, right? Like he's proven himself.
Yeah.
He's the greatest of all time. He doesn't have to do much more.
The thing is, Pantoja's
He's equaled his record of wins. So
just sort of sneakily been like, and it's the worst part about this division. They don't get looked at the same as the heavier divisions.
Yeah.
because Dan can like pick him up and throw him around.
Pretty much. Probably weigh like 50 kilos.
Pantoja swept this division so hard. They're bringing fighters in from other companies, and like realistically, Asakura should have had a fight against somebody else just to
then,
sort of
like, you-
prepare himself
or
for
Make
the
him fight
UFC.
Steve Urshek.
to see if he's good enough to be in the, the
like,
UFC top.
Yeah, like, and just fight under these rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, some of his highlights are of him, like,
In a boxing ring.
yeah, like it's just different. So
Yeah.
but that's
Fighting in a cage is very different to
yeah.
a ring.
Yeah. The next talks is how Australia, New Zealand, Kaikara France might be the next in card to fight Pantoja. Pantoja has beat him before, but it was like in the
Ultimate
Dana
Fighter?
White's Ultimate Fighter. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that was a long time ago. Both have become like different fighters since then.
Speaking of Australia, the number one thing I'm excited for,
Yeah.
UFC 312.
yeah.
I'm so excited for that main event.
So yeah, that fight card we're over with now. But the Sydney fight card, we have been told who's on the main event. It is DDP Dricus Duplessis versus Sean Strickland for the
Can't wait
championship.
for that number 2.
So that'd be pretty good.
Duplessis almost becoming a honorary Australian. The amount of fights he has here.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed because Hamzat, after his last fight, there was a lot of talk of him going for the championship. So we could have had Hamzat in Sydney. So I would have been pretty happy with that.
I
but
don't think Hamzat is allowed to travel.
he's not allowed to get out of Dubai.
I think on whatever day, I think it's like February, like mid-February. I think we'll definitely be
We might have to
being
take
around
it.
someone's house or
Yeah, or
the
look
pub
if
or
we can,
something.
if we get tickets. Shout
I
out
think it's
Dana,
already.
big
I'm
fans of
pretty
us.
sure it's already sold out.
Yeah, look,
And tickets are really expensive.
we know people in high places. Dana White.
Dana White, contact us.
All right, that's UFC done. And look, guys, that's the podcast. Anything else you guys?
No,
We bring up the merch, obviously. Go to the
Just spill drink all over yourself.
shop. I did spill a little bit of that, but it doesn't matter because like it's also used as a bit of a clean
you
up.
can use it as anything.
Okay, follow the social medias as
Stay
always.
tuned for the spoiler / or the
Well,
new
obviously,
announcement.
The Couch Commentators crypto coin. Go buy that soon.
We've got a new announcement coming soon though, except for
Yeah.
the crypto coin.
Follow us on all social medias. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next week.